All right, hello again. This is going to be the video looking for our Stowe Elementary trumpets at numbers 80 to 82, still over on page 21. So looking at number 80, the first thing we got to talk about there, and it says it right above the song, just like usual, if there's new information it tells us. We've got first and second endings. So let me pull up the book here so we can take a little bit of a look at it together. First and second endings. At the end of the piece, we can take a look. There we've got number 1, number 2. Obviously, this is going to be our first ending. It's got this bracket that goes till we get to the repeat sign here. Okay, so what we're going to do when we play through this, we'll start at the beginning, just like normal, and we play through, and we go all the way till we get to that repeat sign. And we treat that repeat sign just like any other one. Go back to the beginning. Okay? And then here's where things get a little bit different. Instead of, when we play back again, playing this measure in the first ending, we're going to skip over it completely and go to the second ending and play from there to the end. So again, from the beginning, we'll go do, 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 do. Having a hard time with the mirror image here. We go till here. And then we go all the way back to the beginning, boop, 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 and then we skip straight to the end and play these last two measures. You'll hear how it sounds. Other than that, pretty straightforward here in number 80. Mezzo forte up to forte. No tricky rhythms. We don't go up to that new note, that B flat. So here's number 80, Buffalo Gals. Short and sweet. It says with spirit, so that one I played a little bit quicker, but we could slow it down just easily to get it learned. Right, it's the quickest way to start to learn a piece is we start it nice and slow. So I'm going to play it for us one more time, a little bit slower for learning purposes. Remember, we're going to play the first 4 measures, then repeat back, play the first 2 measures, skip the first ending, and go to the second ending and play the last 2 measures. So a little bit slower would sound like this. All right, moving on to number 81. Another first and second ending thing happening here. So we'll play the first 3 measures, then we'll play the first ending, repeat back to the beginning, play the first 3 measures, skip the first ending, go straight to the second ending. It's marked there at the beginning at andante, which remember means a walking pace, so pretty slow, which is nice because there's some 8th notes in this one, which could be a little tricky if we were trying to do it too fast. So here's number 81, Musette. And again, just be ready for those first and second endings. Check out how we're going to do these 8th notes. Here we go. All right, some good slurs in there too. Make sure we're paying attention to that where we don't use the tongue at all. And then moving ahead, we got one more to look at over on the next page, number 82, the Mexican hat dance. So we've got something new here as well. We are changing the time signature. So if we look at the very beginning of the piece after the treble clef, we see it says 3/4. We've been playing everything in 4/4 or 2/4. So the only thing that's here now, that's different here now, is everything's going to be grouped in groups of 3. So if we look starting at the beginning, there are 3 quarter notes in that measure. So that's all we're going to be looking at. It's just everything's in groups of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Other than that, nothing changes. A quarter note still gets 1 beat. A half note gets 2, although looking at this piece, all we have are quarter notes and quarter rests. So everything in here is worth 1 beat. So just be ready for that. It's a slightly different feel. This is another tune that you might recognize. I'm going to play it nice and slowly first, just to get used to the sound of it and the feel of the 3. But this is one, it's marked allegro, and it really works best a little bit quicker when we start to get comfortable with it. I will, like I said, start slowly. Another first and second ending thing happening here. So remember, when we come up to the little bracket with the number 1, we're going to play through there till we get to the repeat sign, go all the way back to the beginning. And then when we get to that bracket again, we skip over number 1 and go straight to number 2 to play the second ending. So here is number 82, Mexican Hat Dance. A little slow, not quite allegro this first time. To the top. Alright, so there was Mexican Hat Dance. Here is just a little bit quicker. This one does work a little bit better when it's up at that allegro tempo. So here we go, 82, one more time, a little faster. Alright, so there are your 6 tunes for this week. Hope you guys are all doing well. Reach out anytime you have any questions. I'm here to help, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks, guys.